Leaving me. He's leaving me.
Hey everybody, my name is Autumn. What you just seen was my little vlog to LA to go to my medical screening. Following that, what you guys didn't see was that I was given a piece of paper for my husband's labs. If you're not familiar with how surrogacy works, there's a bunch of tests that need to get done, including a psych evaluation. Depending on the clinic, it can be for you and your partner as well. My clinic didn't really need my husband to get evaluated. They just needed myself. But they did give me a piece of paper with all the labs that need to get done. And on his labs, because he wasn't able to go with me, if your spouse or your significant other can go with you, I highly recommend taking them with you because it can go so much faster. We are waiting on my husband's labs to get back. And because we procrastinated getting them done, it's taking a little bit longer, which is fine. If we have to wait another month, it's okay, but my IPs are really wanting to get done this month. So we're kind of on a fine line right now because we only have a few days before my cycle starts. So you have to have all of your clearances done and your significant other's clearance done before you can be cleared. So they have to do an STD screening. They have to do a 10-panel drug screen. They have to do a hepatitis B and C screening, HIV, and then there was one more other thing that I didn't know. But yeah, they have to do a bunch of tests. So in order to get your medical screening done and cleared, they have to get their test done. So find a lab. If you're already planning on getting your screening, find a lab, get theirs done. If you go, you get cleared, make sure you get them done soon as you get home because it can take a decent amount of time for the test to come back. So don't be like us, don't wait. If you want it done, you have to push it. So an independent route is not like an agency route. An agency route, there is a middleman guiding everything and getting everything set up for you, and you just have to go. You just have to sign up your papers. There is, like, the work's all being done for you, okay? So in an independent route, nobody tells you this. There's no videos online, and it kind of irritated me when I was first coming out because you see so many surrogates. Like, it is so popular now to be a surrogate. But nobody has the information for you. So that's what I'm here for, because you want the information and it's really confusing and it's really tricky. So I'm here to tell you, find an attorney. You have to find your own attorney. It goes so much quicker. Get in contact with somebody. Let them know that, hey, my IPs are going to be contacting you. They're going to be paying the base fee and we're going to get contracts signed up. I'd like to get this done. You have to find an attorney. Find a lab where your significant other can get their labs done because you're going to need that because they have to be cleared. Just because, sexual situations, they have to be done. They have to make sure no drugs are being used. You have to be cleared. So find a lab, find an attorney. Find a lab, find an attorney, and then make sure that you plan ahead of time at what you're gonna need done. Okay, so my IPs, they paid for everything ahead of time. I didn't have to front any money because that's not the way I wanted to do it, and because this is my journey and I'm not working with an agency, me and the IPs can come to a mutual understanding. I got the receipts for everything. and the IPs bought it. I sent the links to what I wanted, and they bought it. Rent-a-cars, if you want to rent a car, don't be like me and just wing it when you go to your medical screening, because it's not going to work out. They are not able to rent the car for you because their card is not going to be there. You have to have a credit card if you want to rent a car. I didn't know that. You have to have your card on file, your card in hand. I didn't know that. So basically, you're going to want to send them the receipt of you purchasing the rent-a-car, and they can reimburse you for that, which is fine. And then you also have a deposit when you have to go get the rent-a-car. I didn't know that. So a little heads up on that. That way you have that information. But yes, we're doing contracts. So the contracts we were able to figure out on our own. We were able to put our own little revisions on it. The attorney that you're going to have to find is a fertility specialist. The one that I went through, she's taking her precious little time on everything, but we got it done because I was very annoying. In an independent route, you have to be annoying. You have to be that person to push everything because there is no middleman. You have to do everything yourself. So you have to be that annoying person. If you want it pushed, you have to push it. Don't be afraid to be annoying. My husband had to tell me this. Don't be afraid to be annoying because they are getting paid for a service. It's not like it's getting done for free. So you have to be that person to be like, hey, did you get this done? Hey, I need this. Hey, we want to get this done this way. We want it done by this time at this particular moment, and this is what I need on this. And then they will accommodate for it. They might be a little irritated, but at the
And you know why? Because I'm a pusher. I push people.
end of the day, it's their job, and they know that it has to get done. So the attorney that I worked with, she was at an adoption law place, so she also specialized in, like, she knows all of the routes of surrogacy and adoption, so that's why I went ahead and went with her. So I sent her my information, I sent her my IP's information. The IP's lawyer contacted my lawyer, and they were like, okay, we want to get a draft drawn up. Me and the IPs, we kind of just figured that out ourselves, and then we just sent the drafts to our attorneys, and our attorneys spoke with each other about it, and then they sent it back to us and was like, hey, this is what they said they wanted. I spoke with my attorney and was like, I would like these revisions because I feel like if so and so happens, I need to be prepared for it. My family needs to be prepared for it. And me, don't be like me, okay? Because how I was I was like, well, this normally wouldn't happen, so I'm not really worried about it. But my husband's in my ear like, okay, but what if it does happen? Like, it doesn't normally happen, but what if it does? So you want to have those lines drawn up just in case, to help people, but at the end of the day, you're also getting paid for it. So twin pregnancies, if you're not familiar with it, they are ruthless. They are ruthless. They're not like these little YouTube videos. They suck. Twin pregnancies suck. So in my contract, I'm like, hell yeah, I'll carry another twin pregnancy. But I want a little bit more because I will be tired. I will be even more nauseous. I will be way more emotional. Like, twin pregnancies come with a lot more. So that's kind of one of the revisions that we wanted revised. So if you are doing an independent route and you decide that you want something else, and if the IPs are kind of like, okay, no problem with money, then it shouldn't be a problem. You might want to speak to them first about it, but if not, I just kind of threw it in the contract. They were like, okay, that's fine, that's understandable. So we revised the contract, and then we finalized it. So I went ahead and I printed out CVS because my printer's out of ink. So the cheap way over here. So I got those printed out. We're going to sign those today. If you're not familiar with how you sign things over the phone, we're doing a video chat. So also another thing you're going to have to find is a notary. Don't be like me, because I thought my lawyer was going to be the notary. But no. That's not how it works. So the way we're doing it is we found an online notary and we video chat so that we can sign it over the phone, because you don't really want to do a DocuSign kind of thing with the signatures. So what we're going to do is get a wet signature on both of them. So we're going to sign, I'm going to scan it on my printer, and we're going to send it over to my IPs. They're going to sign it, they're going to scan it, and they're going to send it to the notary to put their electronic stamp on it. So that's what the plan is there. So we're gonna do all of that today. So contracts will be signed. Hell yeah. And then we're just waiting on my husband's labs to get back. So we might be able to do it this month. The transfer, we might have to wait till next month. But I'm gonna keep you guys updated. I know I ramble a lot on here. I am a stay-at-home mom, so I ramble. Sorry. Yeah, I kind of just want to give you guys all the information because I'm learning all the trials and errors throughout here, because I tried to look it up, and as popular as independent routes are, nobody has the information for you. So people tell you all the time, oh, we did it independent, we don't go through an agency, but they don't tell you the trickiness of it. So I'm here to help. I'm here for any questions that you have. I would love to do a Q&A just because I ramble a lot, so to have like kind of guidelines of what people would like to know would be a little helpful. If not, I'll probably just find some questions and do one in the next video. But feel free to leave comments. I'm probably going to do another one in a few days just to give you guys a little update on if we got the labs back, if we're doing transfer this month. But yeah, today we are signing contracts, and I will let you guys know how everything goes and what the rest of the journey is going to look like. Yeah, my name is Autumn. We're doing an independent route. If you want to know how that works, then go ahead and follow.